there, welcome back for part 2 of what should be in your calming space in your classroom. All right, so last time we talked about social stories. So if you missed that one, you want to go back and check out the first video in this series. But today is about calming strategies and using visuals to support them. Hi, I'm Amy Murray from Teaching Exceptional Kinders, and I'm so glad you're here to learn more about calming spaces in the classroom. If this video is helpful to you, please like and subscribe to let YouTube know other kindergarten teachers would like to see this as well. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so in the first video, I mentioned about how your calming space should be almost just minimalistic. You don't want a lot of things, you don't want to overwhelm students, and you don't want to inadvertently cause more chaos for them. So, minimal. We talked about having the social story. I post that on the wall. And then you're going to want to have some kind of calming strategy visuals. Now, these fit nicely inside one of these little iris boxes. However, if your students have trouble with the fastener, don't put them on that. Just put them on a ring on the wall. And you probably want to limit it to maybe 3 to 5 choices at a time. This pack, and I'll link it below, has at least 30 to 50 options in there. You don't want to give all of those to your students. You want to be sure, first of all, that you've taught the strategy, demonstrated it, practiced it, so students know what your expectations are. Number 1. And then number 2, you want to give them a few choices of a variety of things that are acceptable to you in your classroom. For example, chewing gum is one of the strategies in here. If that's not acceptable in your classroom, don't offer it as a choice. So you want to pick and choose the strategies that are okay for you that will also help your students. So I'm going to go through just a couple of these strategies and just demonstrate why you don't want to just print and use these. So the first one's take a walk. If it's not okay to leave your classroom, you're not going to want to offer that. And bounce on a ball. You're going to need a ball if that's a choice. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to just print and use these. You want to make sure they're acceptable choices. Now the next one is do a puzzle. If you have some simple puzzles in your calming space, by all means, you could do that. I would recommend one puzzle at a time so that they don't get mixed up, or if they get tossed, you're not figuring out where all the pieces go. There's all different things. Sit on a beanbag. Maybe you do have a beanbag in your calming space. Take deep breaths. All of those things are in here with visuals. So you will explicitly go over like, okay, if I'm going to choose sit on a beanbag for my calming strategy, here's what it looks like when Mrs. Murray does it. I'd walk over to the calming space, I'd sit on the beanbag, I'd relax, I'd take breaths and show them how I'm calming down on the beanbag. And then we'd have a few kids actively model that as well. And you'll want to do that for every calming strategy that you choose to include the visual for in your calming space. All right, like I said, I have dropped the links to these cards below. There's also a poster option in there in case that is more suitable for your calming space. It's up to you. And I will also link a blog post that's helpful as well. If this is helpful to you, please like and subscribe to let other kindergarten teachers know that they will like this as well. If you need to get in touch with me, you can find me on Instagram at Teaching Exceptional Kinders, and my email is amy@teachingexceptionalkinders. All right, until next time, have an exceptional day.